All right, we have our 10 by 20 chicken coop, predator proof, built to last. This thing's going to last. I'm about 50 now. This thing's going to last till I'm dead, and well into my children's, probably till they're dead too. But we have some massive creosote timbers that were salvaged from a saltwater bridge here in the Pacific Northwest. These bad boys are 6 inches wide by 17 inches deep, and that's a sheet of plywood up there, so you can see how big they are compared to a sheet of plywood. The inside, we have the bottom filled up with 6-inch drain rock. Those rocks are huge. Nothing's going to be able to come up under there and dig through that rock to get under. So we filled it up with huge drain rock, and then we put some smaller stuff on top here, and we'll sprinkle some other stuff on the top here so the chickens have something to scratch in. We're only sheeting this part of the chicken coop. This area is going to be the coop, and that area is going to be the run. So the coop will be 10 foot by 8 foot. We have a nesting box there from Best Nest. We put it on the ground because we don't want but we're going to have the roosts about 2 feet off the ground, and the chickens will want to roost in something higher than their nesting box. So if you keep the nesting boxes higher than the roost, then they'll want to roost in those nesting boxes. So having it low to the ground will kind of force the chickens to go up into their roost, so they won't nest in there. Then we have some old school diagonal bracing here that we're doing because we're not sheeting this side, so we just notched out a bunch of areas on those 2x6s and put in some diagonal bracing. Now, why did we use 2x6s? Is this over engineered? Blah blah blah. Yeah, we're gonna build this thing to last. Number one. Number two, I don't want to be 70 years old dealing with fixing things. And then number two, we got this wood for almost nothing. $150 for all this pressure treated wood. We found it at an auction. Yeah, that's the other reason. What we're going to do is we'll do a simple lean-to roof. So it will go like this. It will go up to a peak here, about 2 foot high on this end, and then it will continue to come down here like this. We'll put some posts out here in the ground, so the roof will peak up there, come down, hit a post, come down like that, and then we'll have an overhang and some protection for the door so the weather's not hitting on the door, and it'll also offer some shade because the sun usually comes this way in the summertime, so it'll offer some shade to the chicken run. So the run itself is going to be probably 12 feet, maybe 13 feet by 10 feet, plenty of space for 15 chickens. That's about what we're going to have in here. 15, between 12 and 15, somewhere around there. So that's what we're doing here to this chicken coop. I know some people wanted to see what we were doing beyond the foundation, but a predator's not getting in here. We're going to screen, get some heavy gauge screen, not the chicken coop crap, but we're going to put heavy gauge screen around here. We're going to put heavy gauge screen there, tack it off, nail it off real good, and then we're having a metal roof. We'll screen all that in. So we have a lot of birds of prey that'll come in here and get the chickens. We have coyote, we have all kinds of raccoons, we have all kinds of things that are going to want to eat these chickens. So we're going to have to keep them inside here. We can't let them run around too much. That's what we're doing here, and we'll do another video once this thing's all done.